Top card of the deck is a Forest. Your top card is a Chariot. Top card's a Ren and 7. Isn't this fun? See how you like it. Huh? See how you like it. A little taste of your own medicine here. Alright, what is up my friends? Welcome to the Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. So we watch the World Championships, right? And you're like, man, I gotta play monocolored aggro, or I gotta play Alrund's Epiphany. Wrong! I got a deck here for you today that is a very, very spicy one. Good friends Andrew and Dan Jessup play this deck in a Star City. I'm about to play it in the Star City Open today. This is a Dimir control deck. No Epiphanies, no Seeker Chariots, no Faceless Havens. We are playing Lier, Disciple of the Drowned, an unbelievably good card showcased in the Grixis deck from Worlds. And allows you to flashback all of the cards in your graveyard, no limit, as many as you want every turn, which is insane. And Xanathar, Guild Kingpin, one of the funnest cards in Adventure of the Forgotten Realms. 6 mana for a 5/6. And at the beginning of your upkeep, you choose an opponent, and until end of turn, you can cast spells off the top of their library for mana of any color, and you can just keep going Experimental Frenzy style. So, two absolute bombs, where if you untap with them, the game pretty much ends. Lier casts all your spells in the graveyard, and Xanathar casts all their spells, which is super awesome. So, how are we going to get there? This is kind of more of like a board control, kind of tap-out control deck than your typical, you know, counterspell, 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 card draw kind of control deck. A lot of removal here, punctuated by 4 copies of Duress. Now, of course, Duress hits every card in Epiphany for the most part, and hits many of the key cards in mono green too, so it's pretty live in most of your matchups. And the whole point of Duress here is just to plow the road. So our entire game plan here is plow the road. Duress you. Kill your spell, kill your creature, bounce your thing, kill your creature, Shadow's Verdict, whatever. Just make the first 5 turns of the game as messy as possible for your opponent by plowing the road. And then on turn 5 or 6, you just jam one of your bombs. It goes uncontested, you untap, you win the game. Almost like a Jund deck in that sort of style, but a lot of removal here. Fading Hope, Flunk, Bloodchief's Thirst, a lot of kill spells. Of course, Fading Hope can also protect your threats, which is awesome. And Celestus, super cool card in this deck. Of course, you can loot away your cards that are bad in the matchup. You can gain some life. You can find some gas. You can play one mana spell off it when you cast it, which is incredible. That's good. Divide by 0. Memory Deluge, of course, is great. Shadow's Verdict, a concession to the aggro decks, but very, very good against them. And really just a control deck. Just kill a whole bunch of stuff, play one of your boom booms, and win the game. Sideboard plan against the spell decks are bringing a bunch of Hermits and Graveyard Trespassers, which are awesome. And Go Blank's great as well. Also, a couple extra kill spells on the board for your creature decks. And it's a pretty simple game plan, but it's pretty awesome. This card's really, really fun. I can't wait to play it for you. But first, we've worked with our sponsor at CoolStuffInc.com.
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
Wow. Alright, round 1. Let's go. On the fly. And hand is... It's fine. We can keep this. We divide by 0 to go find a Sciences, so we need to draw 1 land. We have cheap interaction also, so this is fine. Not great, but fine. The Marsh tapped. Get our Duress on. Alright. We drew a land, which is great. We could double Duress here. Let's just Duress and see what's up. Let's start there. We're double casting Duress, so... Their hand is a Ranger class, a Blizzard Brawl, Mammoth, Pack Leader, Creeper. Creeper. Interesting. Definitely taking the Ranger class. We got to plan out our next few turns. Here we could play the Pathway on black and Duress again. It doesn't seem necessary. Yeah, let's play Hall. So take Ranger class. Play Hall and say go. Next turn we can Duress and Thirst or play Divide by 0. Interesting blue splash here. Memory Deluge is a great draw. Phenomenal draw. To the point of I actually might be interested in playing Divide by 0. No, I want to divide the Mammoths. I can't kill that one at present, so I'll just Duress them and play Bloodchief's Thirst. So Duress you again. They picked up a Vine Glimmer Snarl. And a black. And a Thirst. And looking pretty good here. They just have a few mopey creatures in their hand. Probably a mono green deck just splashing blue for counterspells. Try to improve the control matchups. Pretty common thing to do. They play a Pathway and a Mammoth. Sure. You untap and draw a land, which is perfect. So play this. Say go. We have the option to cast Divide by Zero or Deluge. We'll see what this turn looks like. Probably just gonna take 5. Cast Deluge. Vine Glimmer Snarl tapped, as they are wont to be. One of the real benefits of playing mono green is the smoothness of the mana base. Adding a color certainly is a major cost. Play Deluge, Mauling, and land I think is good here. 4 spike probably not going to be too good, so take these 2. Draw Shadow's Verdict, awesome. Now I'm somewhat incentivized to play this as a land. I'm making land drops. I could also just like Divide by Zero, bounces, and cast Sciences this turn too, which I actually don't hate at all. We have Verdict to mop up regardless, so let's just do that. Let's play this, Divide by Zero. Hopefully no whatever, sure. And then just cast Sciences. Keep those lands coming. And we have black. Let's get Swamp. We have a Field of Ruin for a creature land, but they have no snow lands in play really anyway. They have a snow-covered islands. They have a red and 7. So max punish, unfortunately, by them having both the untapped land and a 5-mana planeswalker, but that's okay. We are going to... Interesting. Definitely max punish there for sure. Obviously didn't know about the land or the red and 7. I mean, Shadow's Verdict will be good next turn for sure, but they're going to be able to fire up another token the turn after and draw some lands too. We have Deluge next turn, so staying alive this turn's pretty ideal. I'm just going to say go. I mean, what else can we do, right? It's pretty nasty. They get 2 lands. All right. Play Rimewood Falls. Okay. We'll take 6 here and see what they do. Play Mammoth, probably. Play Mammoth. They have a negate here, we're dead, but there's not much we can do about it, I guess. And the Creeper. Fantastic. Now, honestly, I think we're going to bounce the red and 7 because that forces them to cast it again next turn. And they get a token anyway. And that way they'd spend a turn casting it. We wipe the board. So let's bounce this. Get ourselves a Teachings, I think. They have 4 cards in hand. Yeah. Teachings. Untap. Fading Hope. That's actually an insane draw. Because then we can bounce the token they make when they play it. So that's awesome. Play this. Play Shadow's Verdict. And say go. This card's quite good. This card's quite good. Plus all the bounce spells too. Play land. Play Wrenn. Make a large creature. And say go. Bounce it. Memory Deluge. Love it. Now we are flush with cards. Alright, so they have 3 cards in hand. I'm going to play Mauling as a land first, just in case they have, like, an instant they can play of some kind. I don't know why they would, but, like, they're playing weird stuff, so maybe they are, maybe they do. Play Mauling as a land. Play Teachings of the Archaic. Draw 2. Draw 4 spike, Field of Ruin. That's fine. Do seem a little soft for the Planeswalker. They draw land, mill some more cards. Yeah, they just see there's mono green splashing blue. Oh, main deck Hermits too. That's aggressive. That's very good against us. All right, Bloodchief's Thirst, Duress. Let's get the Thirst, and then Duress. It's better than the land, right? Sure. Hermit's obviously insane against us. You know, that's definitely the sideboard card you would want against us. They play a land. You draw Pathway. So it's only a mana leak, however, so we can still kill this Ren in 7. Let's dress them first. See what's up. Probably just lands. Land Brawl. Okay. And play Pathway on blue, black, blue, whatever. Kick this bad boy. I mean, they can attempt to mana leak it if they want to, but one of the good things about this deck's construction is also that it's not that weak to Hermit. The more control-y decks are very weak to the backside of Hermit because it makes the spells can't be countered. And this deck is just not weak to that. And a lot of our threats are creatures too. So, all right, just a go. Obviously, we're like, you know, a little out of gas, but so are they. Obviously, as long as I draw a big fat one this turn, you know, I'll be all right. We can even cast Deluge 3 mana leak too, right? 3, 6, yeah, we can. Oh, that's a really good draw. Okay, sure. That's not good. That was a good one. Alright, let's untap and draw Power Word Kill, which is pretty good. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I mean, now we have the Hall of Storm Giants on defense too. Let's say go. Pretty good draw. Pretty good draw. Hermit does make this matchup a lot harder, that's for sure. You draw Face Saving, sure. They can't really attack into my 7/7 though, so or can they? I guess, right? So they're gonna crew. We're just gonna kill the Chariot. The Power Word Kill and threaten our 7/7 on defense. I can't risk just trying to block it because if they have a, they just go too wide. So let's kill this. Yeah, it's only a mana leak, so it's good, but we're gonna walk into my my Hall of the Storm Giants, sure. Question is, oh, that was not one. What do we block here? Killing the Hermit means they play the flip side of the Hermit, which is actually, yeah, it's also another creature too. Just block like this. So we're at a 5 here. We're definitely not out of the woods yet. You know, we're definitely in okay shape, but draw another land. Need to make sure you have enough mana to activate the Hall and Field of Ruin. So this costs 6 to activate. So it's 6 and that, and then tap this and this and field. Yeah, we can play this land. All right, just say go. And their attacks aren't like great because I have field and Hall, and then we can Deluge if they don't do anything. They don't attack, so nope, they're attacking. So hopefully they don't have a Snakeskin Veil also. Alright, so block here. Field ya. Okay. Now we're going to 3. Wouldn't mind drawing one of my big spells, you know, on my boom booms, please. What's the follow-up? Don't be good, please. Nothing. Okay. Sure. I mean, now we're just going to play with Deluge, I guess. Let's untap. We'll cast it on their upkeep. Maybe I should have actually put it on my turn. Alright, well, there you go. So you have Lier and a removal spell, which is perfect. So Lier and Flunk kills basically everything. So take those 2. Pretty good, pretty good. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right. Your Shadow's version of it, right? We do. In that case, I think we're going to go to 1. No, just kill this. They can recast it as the backside, but we're going to cast Shadow's Verdict anyway. We'll just like not take 2 damage here. So we're going to counter the Flunk, which doesn't do anything, so that's fine. Bloody Geist. Untap. Hello. We found our Boom Booms. Play Lier. Yeah. Yeah. That's how it goes. Usually that's how it goes. All right. So a mono green deck is like almost tech to beat us here with main deck Hermits and counterspells. Need to be aware of things here for sure. I like to shave down on Duress, I think. Maybe shave a Deluge. I want to bring in a Soul Shatter. I don't hate bringing in, I guess, another Verdict too. Verdict's pretty good. Don't want to bring in any Graveyard Trespassers, which do a pretty good job of just like blocking and mopping things up. Fading Hope, Bloodchief's Thirst, Duress. Verdicts is a lot, actually. I think it's fine, though. This is good. Yes, I like this. Just shave down the, a little more finicky cards, bring in a few more rule spells. Soul Shatter's pretty nice, too, so mono green with counter spells, but a worse mana base. Alright. It's fine. A mulligan we're going to keep. Duress one of their spells. Get a good look at their hand. Fire up Bloodchief's Thirst. Alright, too many Liers. Duress yet. Chariot. Oh yeah. And the mana base is killing them here. His tap lands are murder. Oh, they drew Forest. Never mind. It's almost better for us if we have the Bloodchief Thirst anyway, so. Alright, so play this. The hand is pretty good. They do have a Tracker and a Mammoth, which are both pretty good threats. Alright, so there's your Mammoth. We draw a Soul Shatter. I'm kind of down for a Soul Shatter. Again, our goal is just to play Lier. Even turn 5 Lier is pretty good here, so play land. Sure. Getting the old Soul Shatter. Tracker's obviously a 2-for-1, but not the end of the world. Mauling. I mean, I want to have double blue for Lier, so I guess we're going to probably fire up this Ruin, Field of Ruin anyway. Yeah, Mauling. We're almost assuredly going to field this turn. We're not going to Mauling the Tracker, so I'm going to leave up the ability to cast Mauling just in case. Worst case here would be like land Ren, probably. No, they're just going to fire up the freaking Haven. So we're going to kill it in response to this. Okay, so if they have a Snakeskin Veil, they can't use it. It's not a creature yet. Could have floated for mana and didn't, but they don't want to crack this thing probably. So get ourselves an island. This game seems somewhat elementary. 5/0. Because we have 2 Liers, we're just going to jam here. They have 1 card in their hand, just make them have it, No blocks. Now we have Thirst, Soul Shatter, and then our entire hand as well. Excuse me. So post-combat sack the Clue, which just bring the Tracker down to size. Play land. And that's, yeah. So Really, as we were saying, you untap with the Lier in play, untap with the Kingpin in play, and you're in pretty good shape. In pretty good shape. 1-0. Void Scream. That sounds familiar. What's that from? Play. It's fine. Keep. Little force spike action. Little get off my plane. We also have Celestus into Fading Hope. Again, being able to play Celestus into a 1-mana spell is huge tempo, because the tempo you lose from tapping out for a mana rock, you gain right back by casting a spell immediately. So, opponent's like, no, don't do it. No, don't do it. Yes, we're going to do it. Yes, we're going to do it. Now we do it again. We just do it again. So go. Couldn't have another one, right? No way. Not possible. Poor, poor opponent. Mauling. Okay. Celestus for the rest of us. Not even a Chariot this turn. Wow. Okay. So, play that. Play Field of Ruin. And we'll say go. We'll just Mauling this on their turn. Go to Knight. Loot. Discard, I think a Fading Hope. I want to make land drops, I think. Right? Maybe. What could they play this turn? It's like bad. But they didn't play Chariot last turn. They could have a Wren this turn, which Hope is good against. Let's go to land. I guess we would think if they had Snakeskin Veil here, but Malia? If they had Veil, I could just bounce. Just take my scry, make them replay return. Oh my god, nothing? I don't believe you. What is going on over there? It must be like all Blizzard Brawls and stuff. Alright, I'll just cast my main phase Deluge. Pick a land drop. Maybe draw a land. Deluge land? Yeah, I mean, honestly, I'll just keep drawing cards. Like, I'm in no rush to do anything. They're not going to do anything, you know? They don't really need a kill spell, nothing to kill yet. And just buying time with Fading Hope is perfectly reasonable. And we have field for possible creature land, too. Yeah, this is part of the allure of playing a deck like this, of course, is that, you know, your opponent has no... You have no creatures, so your opponent has all these Blizzard Brawls in their hand, trying to win the mirror. Lair of a Hydra. Cool. Hail Hydra, indeed. Pretty easy time to pop that right now. This card's so good. I love this card. Memory Deluge. Maybe they had Snakeskin Veil. They were considering activating it. That's kind of a weird little pause. Get ourselves an island. Yeah, this is an embarrassing hand for them. Pathway. Yeah, I mean, we're trying to say go. Got the big flashback up here. A Fading Hope up. Let's go find one of our big boom booms and win the game, I guess. I mean, their hand, like, has to be, like, 4 Blizzard Brawl. Like, I struggle to place a card in their hand. Inscription, Blizzard Brawl, Wren and 7. That's fine. We don't have any counter spells in our deck, so that's kind of thing too. Is like, if you don't know what this deck list is, like, people are gonna assume you have counter spells and slow down against you, which is exactly what you want. So, make a token. Flashback Deluge. Looking for a boomer. No boomers. Wow. It's funny. I almost don't hate Duress. So I kind of like to know what's going on. We could also get the Thirst and just kill the Wren. It's just a 2-for-1, which kind of sucks. If I get like Thirst, Fading Hope here, you know, I'm like spending 2 cards, pay my Deluge to kill their Wren, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I just don't hate Duress. Just feels like to see what's going on. Honestly, let's do Duress Thirst. And then we're going to Fading Hope this token. This is wrong. Ended up being fine, but I could just wait till my turn and like play the Duress first in case they have a Snakeskin Veil. Just like make them waste their card or whatever. All right, bottom Verdict. Draw. Land, sure. So Duress, yeah. Let's see what's going on there. Three Blizzard Brawls. No, Brawl, Inscription. Ah, I was so close. I was so close. All right, we'll take the Inscription. And we'll play a land. Actually, hold on. Maybe we want to loot. Format for Thirst. Kill this. No, I'm going to play land, actually, because we have the Deluge, so. And play this on blue, and just say go. It will turn to day, and we're going to loot, because you'd rather loot than not loot. We could, like, have Deluge in response, but yeah, just discard Duress. Face of Saving, sure. Yes, Deluge. This is an embarrassing game. Just an embarrassing game. Find a Boomer now? No. Power Word Kill. I guess Haul? Loot again. Discard the extraneous Celestus. Draw a Mauling. Yeah, just say go. We'll win eventually. You know, like... Fire up the Aven. Field of Ruin you. Field of Ruin your day. Field of Ruin's great too. A lot of creature lands in this format. And lucky us, we have just enough to cast our Memory Deluge. Old Growth Troll, sure. It's a good draw. It's 2 for 1. Deluge. There he is. And we have enough mana to leave up. Divide by 0 too, I think. Divide by 0 is pretty good. Alright. Untap. Duress. Hold on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, and 1. Yeah. It's not worth Duressing. I want to leave up Fading Hope and Divide by 0, so. Cast the old Xanathar here and pass the turn ski. Very, very hard for our opponent to play their fight spells and not get absolutely blown out by our hand. So, they're going to try, though. They're going to try. Don't want to kill this. I'm just going to bounce it. Probably cast Blizzard. Bruin doesn't work either. I don't know what they're going to do, honestly. No matter what they do, they're screwed. So, we'll just sit here and wait for them to do something and then put them away when they do. Kicked Inscription. Yeah. I will divide you by 0. Yeah. Okay. They gonna keep playing? Alright. There's Old Growth Troll. They're not giving up. Alright, here we go. Guild Kingpin time. Loot. Discard Duress. Top card of the deck is a Forest. Their top card is a Chariot. Top card's a Ren and 7. Isn't this fun? I'm having a great time. And now we have Rapid Land. Attack for 4. See how you like it. Huh? See how you like it. A little taste of your own medicine here. They draw Chariot. Oh, I don't like that medicine, Jim. I don't want any more of that medicine. It doesn't taste very good. Alright, so Soul Shatter, Verdict, Shave a Deluge, and just gonna peek over at the little sideboard guide that Andrew sent me. Wait, what? That's 2 Deluge? Alright. Andrew's smart. Andrew's smart. I'll listen to Andrew. So, we're kind of like pre-sideboard for the matchup a little bit. Like, we're obviously like very, very ready for mono green. One of those popular decks in the format, and we're pretty ready for it. Gonna lean more on our creatures and our spells. So, I imagine they're gonna put up much more of a fight in game 2 because they're not gonna have a million fight cards in their hand. So, it's a pretty bad hand for them, given the matchup. Hello, opponent. Good time to remind you all, there's a companion article to this video on CoolStuffInc.com, as there always is. I do a written article Friday, a video article Monday, and also free content every weekday, CoolStuffInc.com. This hand isn't great, but I think we're going to keep it. We just have, like, Celestus into Thirst, to Shatter. We're just drawing cards, too, so obviously we draw land. We can also Force Spike, too. It's not a great hand. But I'm not really willing to mulligan it. It's land. Alright, so play 4 Spike lands, they go. We're going to play a pack leader, which is very good. And we're going to play a land, they go 4 Spike up. They don't play into this. It could suck a little bit, but we have Celestus into Thirst, which is very good, so... Alright, smart play. Fading Hope also. So Celestus. They have a what's it called here? A Snakeskin Veil. That would have been devastating. That would have been game over, but now we have next turn we have Shatter plus Fading Hope or Divide by 0 plus Fading Hope, so let's get to pass turn and loot away our second copy of Celestus, which is obviously great. Definitely a cool aspect of the cards that even though it's legendary, second copy is always useful. A Mammoth, an attack, and a pass. Okay. So 4 Spike is looking kind of good once again, honestly. We probably just Mauling and Soul Shatter. I can't do that. I might just Fading Hope, honestly. Just leave up our 4 Spike and then Divide by 0 also. So let's just play Mauling's land as they go. Loot. Discard the extra Celestus. It's also cool that Soul Shatter's not hit by Snakeskin Veil, so... Good land drop. So, enter combat. Yeah, we gotta just play Soul Shatter here. We can't let them draw a card either, so... If we Fading Hope the Mammoth, we have a chance to 4 Spike something. Actually, let's do that. Top card is a land. We're going to bottom that. I think we're going to lands now. Attack for 3. Recast the Mammoth. Alright, so we'll just divide the Mammoth here, I think, and get... Not really there on teachings yet. I guess we're close, honestly. Let's get teachings. The Fading Hope? Cool. Teachings and Fading Hope play very well together. Just buys time to cast your spells, which is great. They have a bunch of cards in their hand. We want to 1, 2, 3. I'm just gonna say go here. We'll probably need to cast multiple spells, so by teachings we can't play multiple spells this turn. We could also possibly just dump our hand, like bounce, bounce, dump, and draw 3 off this, which would be insane. So I think we're taking 3 off this pack leader again, which kind of stinks, but whatever. We could Soul Shatter it, I guess. We're gonna play a Lair of the Hydra tapped. There's no way they're firing up the Haven in the face of 2 Field of Ruins, right? That'd be crazy. Let's take damage. Oh boy, that's what I'm talking about. There we go. And now we're going to... We can just Field of Ruin one of these lands. Can I get this Field of Ruin train going here? Also, I might just Fading Hope this and draw 3 cards next turn too. So let's do this. Get this. I should have Fading Hope first. I guess they drew a Snakeskin Veil, but they probably didn't draw it. So blue, blue, black, black. I don't like that. Oh, the pause for Lair of Hydra. It loves asking you if you want to activate your X equals 0, even though it literally says X can't be 0. Please pass priority. Alright, it's pissing a lot of my Snakeskin Veil because I did things in the wrong order. Field of Ruin, bottom. Actually, you know what? Field might have been good there. I could have put a land. I screwed up. I should have kept the field. At least 4 more cards than you. Yeah, I could have gone field, teachings, and then I would have drawn 3 cards. I screwed up. Okay, that's fine. Play teachings, draw 2. Field is a hedge against future creature lands too. Another copy of a Celestus. Jeez, that wasn't very good. Yeah, not even that land was really bad. Alright, that's fine. So go. We will loot away our Celestus. No, we're not. They'll cast 2 spells, though. They'll cast 2 spells for us. We have Shadow's Verdict, too, so it's pretty great. Ranger class. Okay. Two spells will bring it to day. Can loot this thing away, gain some more life. Drawn all 3 Celestus and no Boom Booms yet. Mammoth, sure. So we're going to end step, pop this thing. Get ourselves an island or swamp. I don't know. Swamp seems... Island, I guess. Landfall. Untap. Day turns night. Or night turns day, whatever. Discard a Celestus. We draw a Duress and a Field of Ruin. That's actually pretty cool. I kind of like the Duress here. Duress than Soul Shatter. I mean, Shadow's Verdict. Duress, yeah. And is Toski, Adversary, Pack Leader. Pretty good. Pretty good hand, honestly. Play Verdicts. We do need to draw one of our Boom Booms. That's going to need to happen eventually. Their hand is pretty stocked, and we're very, very deep in our deck so far. That's seeing any of our big 5 and 6 mana plays. Soul Shatter can deal with the Toski, which is nice. But we only have Fading Hope left, so play Toski. Okay. Toski and nothing else. That plays so well into our Soul Shatter. I could just bounce it to buy like an entire turn, basically. I don't get Scry, though. I think it's worth it, though. Maybe not. That's not that. There we go. Now we're talking. King Lier's here. And what's King Lier going to cast? Whatever the heck he wants to cast. Alright, and now Can't play lands, so I think that's flashback. Yeah, I'm just going to leave up double Fading Hope and just say go. And Fading Hope's really good with Lier, obviously, too, because you can protect it, and then it just, like, all you care about is tempo, because we have 1,000 cards right here, so as long as we don't die, we're fine. Unnatural Growth. Why is this? Oh, because everything's uncounterable, right? Okay, got it. I'm like, why is this uncounterable? Yeah, this is a blowout. Yeah, he's dead. Like, what are you going to do? You know, what are you going to do? All right, 2-0. Multiple flavors of mono green have bitten the dust. All right, let's rock and roll. Round number 3. On the play, hand is passable. It's passable. Not great. Not great. But they have a nice creature land. I'm going to call these lands. So I got a good land for these. Slow lands, I guess. Creature land, slow land. Perfect mana. Mistgate Pathway. Alright, so it's going to be like the blue-white aggro deck? No. It's probably the blue-white like Quidditch control deck, which is going to be a long one, so get in for a slog here and get ready to go. Force Spike. Yeah, so their blue-white control deck, they play Strixhaven Stadium, and Epiphany and control cards. Field of Ruin. Grab a Snickers. Not going anywhere for a while. Speak of the devil. So we'll divide this and get less cards than us. They're going to Test of Talents my divide by 0. That's aggressive. Okay, sure. What the worst part about this is they can see our hand, but I mean we have Force Spike too, so that's pretty bad. Honestly, game 1's kind of hard for us. We have all these removal spells in our deck, and like we just can't do anything with them. Alright, yeah. I mean, like, yeah, Field of Ruin, yeah, Teferi. Yeah, we're in big doo-doo. So none of our cards actually interact with them at all, so definitely, I think the deck is definitely skewed towards aggro in game 1, and then our post-board plans are pretty good, so it's okay. Obviously very adorable. Teferi can untap the stadium. Then once you cast Epiphany, you attack 2 tokens, tap stadium, attack 2 tokens, tap stadium. Win the game that way. Right, I mean, fortunately we're also not drawing any spells either, so yeah, that's also really good. Yep. Just about to go to game 2 here. I think Epiphany wins a game for him, right? So he goes 4, untap to 5. Yeah, so you see how it works. So I'll give him the old spacebar. So they untap with this, make us go to 5. That's another Epiphany too, probably. All right, whatever. So they just keep taking turns, it's attacking, and that ends the game. Because obviously Stadium will win the game when you have 10 or more points. So every creature that deals damage, or every time you tap it, the Stadium will gain the counters. But looking for another Epiphany here. One of the many Epiphany decks in the format. Interesting to see if Epiphany is going to be legal in a couple weeks. Got Teferi again? Alright. I mean, we could just... Why was that a Fading Hope on these tokens, honestly? Little Scry, take a turn off the clock here. Bottom that. Once we board in our creatures, things are a lot better for us, so. Staying up to 6. Foretell again. Yeah. Duress. Of course, Duress doesn't help with the cards that are in the Foretold zone, but Duress, yeah. Right. Suppose I could attempt to fire up the thing and make him use it. Make him use their field of room. Yeah. Epiphany. That's enough. Alright, so yeah. Not a very good first game there. We drew a couple kill spells and nothing else. Their hand was very, very good. So, not a problem. Now we get to board all of our rats, bring in 4 hermits, 3 go blanks, 3 trespassers, and cut all the verdicts. Soul Shatter, Power Word Kill, Flunk, Bloodchief's Thirst. Want to have some answers to their hermits. Realistically, a lot of our important cards are creatures, not spells. Kind of why this is a cool win condition, because they can't really negate or hermit our threats, which is great. I might be interested in keeping in like Soul Shatter just to deal with the fairy or the creature. Fading Hope is honestly not even that good because they don't have many ways to deal with my creatures anyway. So let's actually shave 2 of these and bring in. Would I like Thirst or Shatter? I think Shatter. It's cheaper and more flexible. So, now we're just like 4 Duress, 4 Hermits, you know, a bunch of stuff like that, which is really good. On the play. Hand it's passable. Plays. Discard, discard, discard. Duress. Yeah, sure. Fire it up. Their hand is Disruption. Amaria's Call. Test of Talents. Behold the Multiverse. Alright, so obviously we want to tee up our Go Blank for next turn. Take the old Test of Talents here. We'll play. It's going to be hard to force spike anything, honestly. I don't make land drops. But I guess this will come in tapped if I play it untapped anyway. So I'll play this. So if I play this tapped, then this comes in tapped later regardless. So now I draw a land, I'll keep force spiking my hand. So they're gonna foretell and allow us to fire up the Go Blank. I might actually just play Hermit though, because well, actually not. I'm blowing up blue for Hermit now. It sucks. I would like to counter the thing. Super awkward hand here, mana wise. Because Go Blank right now just makes them discard 2 lands, which really isn't that good. It also stops me from playing this. Yeah, I'm just gonna play this. The land and play this and just suck it up. Honestly, they want to main phase their multiverse. That would suck, but it is what it is. We have our own Deluge queued up. You got Hermit in play, which is great. Hermit is very, very good against this deck. I played this deck for a tournament or 2. And the stock list didn't have Skyclave Apparition on the board, but I added them to have a good answer to Hermit post board. Yeah, they're just going to main phase it. So, their hand is land, Force Spike, call, card. And 2 retrons in play. Alright, so we're going to attack. Funny, we could just resolve Memory Deluge right now, honestly. Casting Go Blank is kind of iffy anyway. However, leaving up mana for Hermit is also nice too. Yeah, we'll just wait. So we'll play this, play Go Blank. Not the best Mind Rock, because obviously their hand's pretty full of lands and stuff like that, but it's fine. It's fine. Think of it like a double Stone Rain, you know? They discarded both spell lands. Interesting. Alright, so go. Island and the Celestus. Do I want to counter the Celestus? I think I do. It's mana advantage. Looting is pretty good. It's a good card. Graveyard Trespasser. That's also pretty good. But I can just take this turn to resolve my Deluge, honestly. And then maybe I'll find a Duress also. Kind of like that. Trespasser, Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Alright, that's fun. A little thin on threats right now, a little thin, but that's an Epiphany. It's pretty annoying. You can't do much about it, so Trespasser. Cool. So that was a great, like, you know, pseudo Duress for us. And now we're gonna play, I think, this Hermit as a Geist. No graveyard cards relevant right now, so let's get our. It's funny, this makes non-creatures uncounterable, but it's not our other stuff too. That's fine. They play Deluge, sure. I get to exile with the Trespasser now. It's great. Play a Hermit, sure. I'm sure I would have killed a Hermit right now. Okay, so play Swamp. Play Trespasser, eat the Memory Deluge before they get to use that again. Type for 2. Say go. We field up for one of their creature lands, start working on those, and say go. Could have cast the Kingpin this turn, but doesn't seem necessary. We already got a good board going here, so they have their own field. Okay. And they can field my field before I can field their thing and so on and so forth. It's a little bit annoying, but it's fine. This card's been really, really good. All of these kind of pseudo mirrors. So let's take out the Key of the Frost Dragon first. See if they're gonna feel my field response, which is fine. Get a swamp. Get an island. Day turns night. And we are definitely jamming, so let's fire away. We're going to exile my spells. Or I should exile my creature, actually. It's nub him for 1, but that's fine. Get it for a chunk here. They're actually got a chump block. Interesting. So maybe they're interested in casting the backside of us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, now I can just cast Deluge. So now I'm just going to say go. I was just going to cast this Xanathar, but now I can just say go with Deluge up 2, 4, 6, 7. And they can't count. Actually, they can't count anyway. Yeah, this is pretty easy. Maybe I should cast this now. Look for Duress. Yeah, I cast it right now. They can't counter it. I cast it right now. I look for Duress. I know duels in play. That's interesting. And try and find me a Duress to cast right now. I like that a lot. No Duresses, but another Deluge and a Hermit. Is Hermit good? Hermit's pretty good. I think taking a land there isn't crazy either, but they're gonna fire up the Hall of Storm Giants and just attack. That's insane. that's just wild. All right. They have a Hermit in the bin, so let's attack. Target their Hermit and my Trespasser. Drains for 2. Put them to 6. Play go blank. Cast Hermit, say go. Like, that's a pretty weird, like, tap all my lands to Lightning Axe you how to play, you know, but sure. Play this, say go. You divide by 0 now too, so. Okay. Attack step. And they have a Hall of Storm Giants, but I can just. Oh, I can't bounce it, actually. I lied. They're still just dead. They can block this. I screwed up. That's okay. Yeah, I can't bounce this. I can look for an unsummon. Sure. Lier. And Field of Road. Alright. A little sloppy, but whatever. think they're pretty dead. You go to 2, play Field of Ruin, say go. We divide by 0 and Field of Ruin. 2 divide by 0s, yeah. So, a little messed up there. That's okay. That's okay. You can see our post-board plan in action right there. Yeah, game 3. Let's go. Excuse me. Yikes. Oh, we can't keep this. If we had a black light, I think we could, but... Or if we knew we were like going to cast Fading Hope to scry or something. But we just can't keep this in, I don't think. Well, that's... I guess that's actually not worse. It's actually kind of better. We can keep this, I suppose. We keep this. Get rid of the divide by 0. Let's keep our threats, I think. Just go Duress, threat. Pretty awkward hand, obviously. The old no-lander. Duress is great, though. They have a Hermit, sure. Obviously, getting into a creature battle is what we're all about, so... And their hand is no... Oh, they have a land. Ooh, do I take the land, though? If I take the Marius Call, they draw a land. It's kind of gross. If they miss on land, it's going to be great for us. If they miss on land, they'll foretell Sod coming. It's pretty good, too. Let me take the land, though. Alright. Let's see how this works out for us. Not only a land, the best possible land. Sure. And we don't draw lands. Okay. Well. Might lose this one here. Now they have Deluge up too. Hermit? Okay. Alright, that wasn't that bad. Alright, This already have 4? Jeez. I could bounce the Stadium and get a Sciences, and then next turn I can go Sciences Trespasser. That's not bad. That's not bad. Force them to recast it and leave mana after they might just counter it with the Hermit. So then I'm paying 3 to kill a Hermit, which isn't that bad either, honestly. In which case I should do this probably on their upkeep. I could just cast Trespasser, which would guaranteed resolve, and then they just like untap, play Deluge. Tough spot. Tough spot. I think I get a Trespasser, honestly. Again, part of the allure is that we're so... Just keep drawing lands. They just don't stop. We duressed their 3rd land away, and now they have 5 mana sources in play. So Foretell saw it coming. Or Epiphany, we don't know. Probably saw it coming, obviously. And, yeah. Draw land. That's cool, I guess. It's funny. That doesn't work. Never mind. I think we're just gonna upkeep, try and bounce Stadium. Honestly, like, what else can we do? Playing a second Trespasser. I guess that does press the issue aggressively, which isn't that bad. I mean, just better actually. Let's do that. Sure, ship it. They could counter it with the Sod coming, but like that's fine. I guess. Is that fine? Yeah, it's not fine. They counter that with Sod coming, then I can resolve Lier next turn. Sure. Means if I draw runner, if I draw another land here, then they can foretold, as foretold. I mean, Epiphany next turn. Stadium is getting up there. God, we should draw a land, please. All right. All right. We're going to attempt to cast Divide by 0. They will counter it. I'll eat their thing. Problem is if they draw a land, we're dead, but we can't stop them anyway, so. Alright, so it comes down to can they draw a land or not? Alright, don't draw a land. Alright. That's a pretty frustrating game, considering how our bad our opening hand was, that we had multiple spots where we just didn't draw a land. We won the game pretty easily. Oh, wait. What? They just played around me having a counterspell and didn't do it. Now we can win. That's great. Can we win? Maybe we can't win. I don't even know. No, we still can't win. Yeah, maybe I should have cast the Go Blank earlier, actually. I mean, I think the Go Blank was more important, or the Divide was actually more important than the Go Blank was. Yeah, because the problem is they just once they cast Epiphany, they just win. Because we don't have no flying blockers, no way to stop it right now. Which sucks, but I guess I just bluff as I go. Oh, wait. No, this is actually good. So, yeah. So, go. Like, they might want to wait till, the Hermit's good to go and stuff. And... Fairy who slows the sunset. Okay. Now remember, they have to actually deal damage to us to make the stadium win work. So let's have those 3. We still don't really. Maybe we don't still have an answer to this freaking the Epiphany. Unfortunately, we just can't win. Like we're too far. We just stumbled too much in the early game. Yeah, so you need to actually attack. Which it does let them do. Alright, yeah, we're dead. Alright, kind of a frustrating game. Our opening hand was god-awful, and we still had a pretty good chance to win, and they kind of just popped off all the turns they had to. So, definitely unfortunate. Obviously, we drew pretty badly as well. Not enough interaction. That's okay, though. That's okay. We'll go to our next match. Alright, round number 4. Round number 4. Tough round last round. Mono tap land aggro. Man, we suck at this. It's tough because we have a turn on removal spell and we draw any land with Celestus. I'm gonna keep this, honestly. We should draw land. Any land turns on Celestus for blue. We have early removal spell, early bounce spell, this can scry. Field of Ruin can fix for blue if we draw Swamp. Island go. Flunk go? And there's your island. Easy game. What's this? Their space kind of nice. There's a mirror? Nope. Poppet Stitcher. Okay, we're going to kill that. Works for me. Force Spike. We kind of just need to play lands, honestly, so... I'm just going to play Celestus. I would guess they're playing a number of Poppet Stitchers and the Witch that both cost 3, so they're going to go like, yeah, the Witch. I figured they would go land, Witch, Spell, so we couldn't Force Spike it. They didn't have a land, but still fine. Pay 3 life. I'm going to bounce this and pay 3 life. Memory Deluge. Too good to pass up, I think. Although, we might just want to say go with Force Spike up. But, yeah. So, do I want to make a land drop? No, this is fine. I'll keep this. Say go. So, we say go. If they, we get the Lier also, which is nice. And discard an extra Lier. And now if they play a thingy, they're going to consider. They're not going to play into Force Spike. But now I get to cast Deluge, which is great. So consider, land, swamp, which Force Spike, yeah. Loot, divide by 0. I think this is Thirst. Just like pretty bad. Really clunky if it's actually kill something. And now I get to play tap land and end step Deluge or divide by 0, then cast Lier into like one minute protection spell. One of the best things about the Lier thing is that when you have these bounce spells, the bounce spell is also protection for the Lier too. So loot, discard a Celestus. And they got nothing. Deluge. End of turn, Factor Fiction, you lose. Negate, sure. And now the game is afoot. Play Lier. Now we have everything. And we say go. Try and kill it. We get to bounce it. They have 2 kill spells here. We get to just flashback Memory Deluge next turn, whatever. It's fine. Sure. So this is fine. So they have 3 cards left. Day turns night. We loot. We can ship. We keep the field room for their creature land. Draw. Ooh, or we can play that. Both pretty appealing. Both resolving Memory Deluge or just casting Xanathar. They have 3 cards in hand. And just cast 2 power word kills. I feel like resolving Deluge is safer. If I play this and they like kill it and then negate my Deluge, we could lose. So just do this. Let's take Duress and Fading Hope. Do your worst. Again, this is not really like a counterspell, kind of deck. It's more of a tap out deck, so we don't really mind tapping out. We're gonna loot. Do you want that land? I kind of do. So I can go Duress, Xanathar with Fading Hope up. So I'm just get rid of the Divide by 0. Get rid of that. Draw Celestus, tilt. And Duress them. In their hand is Fading Hope, Flunk, Village Rites. Flunk, 7 minus number of cards in my hand. It's a 6, so I need to have 1 or less cards to kill it. I am going to play a land and have Fading Hope available too. If they want a Fading Hope, it's whatever, I guess, though. So, just get rid of Flunk. Play land. Play Xanathar. And say go. They can bounce it. Whatevskis. 2 spells means it's going to day. We can loot the Celestus away. That's totally fine. No Scry. And their only card in hand is Village Rites with no creatures in play. So, that's cool. Discard Celestus. Can always sack their Hall of Storm Giants. There's always that. Hermit off the top. Okay. Untap. Play Mauling as a land or no? I don't think so. And I think I am actually. I have Soul Shatter and Fading Hope. I'll mana to cast my spells, mana for Field of Ruin, etc., etc. So they're not going to Village Rites their Hermit in a desperation attempt to kill my Xanathar. Now they're going to do it, sure. So may have wasted a mana there. I said, alrighty then. So interesting deck here. Some sort of like blue-black sort of, you know, tokeny control deck. So I don't cut a lot of our removal. I would say Soul Shatter, probably our best removal spell. Cut these Thirsts. Cut the Shadow's Verdicts. I want the creatures again. Trespassers and Shatter. Some Hermits. I don't want all the Hermits, honestly, but I think a few are fine. Definitely all the Graveyard Trespassers. This card's freaking awesome. And our removal spells are 3 Power Words, 2 Soul Shatters, 2 Maulings. It's pretty good. It's a lot of removal, honestly. Maybe we can even, like, shave a removal spell. We do need to kill their creatures, I guess. It's pretty important. So this is fun. Do I want the Go Blanks? I don't think so. I guess they could be playing, like, Delver and stuff, too, in theory. So maybe we do want to have, like, make sure we have kill spells for them. Hermit's a good blocker, too, though. I'm going to shave as Xanathar. They showed like a lot of Doomblaze and stuff like that. Let's bring a third Hermit. I think Hermit does a good job blocking, so. We don't like know if we're a Delver deck or not, but. Dimir, pop it like a tot. Oh my god, there's a lot of Fading Hopes. We're going to keep this. Obviously, Unsummon is like, you know, not the best card. It's very good in this deck, how good it is with Lier, but they're play a Hermit, sure. See who can play at that game. Part of the allure of us bringing in Hermits also just to block their Hermits, honestly. Very good card. Very good card. There's your Witch. Perfect. There's your Soul Shatter. Celestus, too, huh? I just kill this now. I'm not going to let them get anything going here. I'll just say go. I think we're the defensive deck, so we're just block. Two mana to Foretell. That's interesting. We draw a non-land, which is not ideal. If I cast Celestus, then probably sack the Hermit for it, which is honestly probably fine. Just do it. It's not like an extremely important card, just fine, you know? Sure. Let's trade there. We attack. Consider also, sure. So they topped it. Say go. Missing land drop's not ideal, obviously. Now you missed, now we're down 2 lands. Let's play a Memory Deluge while we're tapped out. And that is the pain of missing land drops. If we had missed a land drop there, we would have the ability to counter it, but that's alright. We always Fading Hopes, you know? I'm gonna just shave one of these. It's obviously very good against like the green decks because you can bounce their tokens and like kill the tokens, but alright, well, we drew land and we're attacking. They're definitely ahead on cards for now. We have Lier, obviously, but okay. This is where our sideboarded Graveyard Trespassers come into play a lot, because being able to axe the Malevolent Geist and the Deluge in the graveyard is a huge, huge game. Alright, we'll just kill it. Doesn't really feel good, but whatever. Nest of Talents. Interesting. Alright. Yeah, they got us. Can't counter it, so... They get to see our pretty awful hand, unfortunately, which is going to help them make a lot of decisions in the coming turns. Our hand is really bad. And it's really, really bad. Draw a land, though, honestly. Like, we just fire up the Hive next turn. I don't bounce this, do I? Fire up the Hive, eat this thing, get in for 5. And then just recast the Malevolent Hermit. We do really want to draw a land. It's kind of weird, but I just kind of like it. Somewhat non-intuitive play, but we're definitely behind here, so we'll just get aggressive and just see what we can do. Exile the Deluge. Pop in. They have 7 lands. Oh, it's great. Definitely being down, 5 to 8 lands. Not too good for us, but it's okay. It's okay. Figure it out. Something tells me if I cast Lier here, it's not going to resolve, but let's try it. What am I going to do? Doesn't resolve. Alright. Now we just say go. We have Fading Hope to bounce it if I try and kill it. Even if another Epiphany is pretty bad for us, but that's just always the case, you know? Epiphany is a new Ember Cleave, where it's like, if they have Epiphany, I guess we're screwed. But what are you going to do? It's the new Ember Cleave. It's new Ember Cleave. Play a Witch. Alright. Play Multiverse. Maybe we wanted to leave our Shadows Verdicts in, honestly. Top. Jeez. I guess that's kind of contradictory to our spell plan. Yeah, we just felt really behind this game. We just missed a lot of land drops and just drew 4 Fading Hopes and didn't really have anything else going on. And they've kind of been operating it close to peak efficiency. I could still win this game. It's untap. Alright. That's pretty cool, honestly. And Star of the Soul Shatter. They can't counter my spells anymore, so. We need to start Fading Hope into tokens. That was a bad tap. I should let more blue up. That's stupid. I just didn't notice the auto tapper. It's unfortunate. Alright. That really sucks. Actually, really could use that 3rd Fading Hope, but sure. So they go. Auto tapper strikes again. They have Village Rights now too. Now they have Infernal Grasp. Alright. I guess we're gonna have to save our Lier here. So many cards in their hand. Speaking of so many cards in their hand, yeah, that's bad. I'm just gonna bounce one of these. Get our Scry on, try and not die. Wouldn't mind drawing a land next turn. We're gonna Test of Talents my Fading Hope. That's actually a huge game. Because it also exiles it from the graveyard too, so I can't Lier anymore. I can't Lier them. That's actually huge. So me, actually, they can pay for this. That's gross. That's really, really gross. So now Lier has no spells to flashback. Alright. I think it's all on you, my friend. We're just all in on the guild Kingpin. Go get him, buddy. Odds of success here cannot be high. They have a mana to flash this back and get a Doomblade too, so yeah, whatever, sure. Alright, yeah, it's a tough game here, pretty tough game. Kind of just fell behind early and just like couldn't really make up for lost time. Yeah, I kind of want to bring the, I guess like, Shadow's Verdict. Because Verdict's bad against this card anyway, and just like not great otherwise. Yeah, I think it's fine. Alright, let's, jeez. Let's cast Deluge, I guess. Not sure what we're looking for anymore, honestly. They just have a Hermit in play too. Alright, let's go to the next game. Alright. Tough game there. Just kind of like fell behind early and just missed some land drops and just didn't really get anything going. Definitely interesting as far as like what I want to have in post board. Like, I mean, they do seem a little more creature-y than I thought. These Fading Hopes gotta go. We gotta go kind of like 2 Fading Hopes, I think. They're just not. They're just like, it's not really. You know, we can't really bounce ourselves. We really gotta kill it. I think that Flunk's fine here. Yeah, I think we're fine. We'll just like drop a reasonable hand. Our Graveyard Trespasser will be awesome. Alright, so yeah, sure. Not the best, but not the worst. Foretell. And we draw a Force Spike. How much do we really need land drops here? That's the issue. I'm just going to play the field as they go, though. Because I also really want to cast Divide by Zero or Soul Shatter. I know what they play. I'm not going to play anything. Just they go. Sure. So now we just play Force Spike land as a land. It's fine. But that's they go. I think the waiting game favors us. Play a Poppet Sitcher. Kind of pop it like it's hot. That's going to resolve. The question is, am I going to shatter it or am I going to divide by zero it? We're just going to bounce it. Just bounce it. Get a Sciences, cast Sciences, make some land drops, keep doing our thing, you know? They're going to Fading Hope in response. Okay. So maybe they fizzle our learn. Whatever, it's fun. Swamp. Yeah, just say go. Tokens, whatever, you know? Blue, black. Cast Poppet Stitcher. Okay. Cast Duress. It's pretty good. Pretty good. We're gonna guess we're gonna cast both of our spells, honestly, because they're gonna go away anyway. So let's cast Soul Shatter. And we'll flunk the token, I guess, because we're just gonna lose it anyway, so whatever. Cast this. Duress will miss. And then I decide if I want to just jam Xanathar or not. We draw a Mauling. We're not really under any pressure to jam. We haven't drawn Duress yet or Unsummon, which will both be very, very good cards. 3 cards, possibly an Epiphany. I kind of want to jam. Make him have it. Okay, that's maybe a good sign. I don't know. Whatever's going to be legal in a few weeks. This is a pretty dumb card. Ugh. Jesus. Yeah, taking 3 turns in a row is pretty good. It's definitely pretty good. The problem here is we have Lier, we just can't defend it. We're mana short defending it, and they have 2 cards left. I don't think we have a choice, though. Living up Flunk seems worthless. Let's play this. Actually, no, let's just do that. Alright. Yeah, no Duress this game, unfortunately. Let's play a Naked Lier. And say go. For 1 mana short, using Divide by 0 to defend it, but... we also just, like, don't really have a good answer to these tokens, honestly. Just, like... that's probably the annoying part about Epiphany, is that, like, most of the cards that are good against it are bad against tokens if they do resolve it. Maybe kill stuff with this, too. It's so sick. No, it's a Hermit? Okay. Sure. Still don't know if we can win. They didn't leave a blue up. I guess they can't counter spells anyway. Like, I just don't think we can beat the 4 tokens right now. You know, that's kind of the gross part. Time walks, you know, that suck, but whatever. But tokens themselves are pretty bad. I guess kill Skyclave Shade. Alright, big draw, I guess. That's a land, it's not a big draw. We can... they have 1 card in hand. I can't even get the card draw. Okay, actually I can, yeah. So bounce this and get the card draw spell. Alright, so bounce this. Get Teachings of the Archaics. Play land, cast this, draw 2, draw Soul Shatter land. Ugh. Yeah, we're gonna lose the 4 tokens. If there's only 1 Epiphany, you know, or something like that, maybe, but it's embarrassing. You have to start freaking Doomblading tokens. Flashback Deluge, sure. Every spell is 2 spells, so we can get like Shatter, Mauling, but we'll see. This is a pretty good spot to untap with, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Power Word Kill. Sure, so like they have 5 cards in hand. 3, 2, 2. If I go land, Shatter, Power Word Kill. Shatter, Power Word Kill. They have 5 cards in hand. If I cast this and I have 1 card, they have 4 or more cards in hand. That does work. You can draw a lot of cards here. Try and draw Duress. Alright, let's Soul Shatter. Power Word Kill. Teachings of the Archaics, draw 3. And I mean, we're dead to a lot of stuff here, but You know what? I screwed up. Yeah, I punted. It didn't end up mattering, but I should have cast Power Word Kill twice to have 2 mana up. But it didn't matter. I saved your Epiphany anyway. Alright, so we went 2-2. I mean, I played the second tournament on yesterday, and I went 6-2. I guess 2 buys, 4-2. But, the deck does seem very good to me. Unfortunately, I feel like those last 2 matches were a little tough. Also, that opponent's deck, like, a blue-black, like, disruptive deck seems very good against us, but doesn't really have, like, a major part of the metagame. It's more like Epiphany decks and things like that. And then I think a Sideboard Platypus deck is very good against... Hello? A Sideboard, part of his deck is very good against those decks. And obviously, we're very good against creature decks also. Kind of cool is this deck can be so flexible as far as, like, what you want to do with the deck. You can build it to beat different things, for sure. So, obviously, the problem with that is when you play against things you don't expect, it can be a little rough. But the metagame's a little more stagnant. You know, we'll see. Obviously, metagame is in total flux as a Worlds. And I was really impressed in the SG, actually, that we played. Playing against a lot of, like, really weird decks, which is kind of interesting. Like, Grixis Dragons and, like, this weird... Izzet deck playing Myriad Artifact Creature. It's kind of wild. But the deck's super cool. The deck's super fun. Give it a spin if you like control decks. Obviously, I do. And we'll see if Alrund's Epiphany is going to get banned or not, honestly, because... It's a real omnipresent part of the format, even if not necessarily like destroying everything or like totally broken. It really is like in a very, very large portion of decks, which is not very common for a 7-mana sorcery. So that's the deck. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm Jim Davis for CoolStuffInc.com. Hit that follow button on the Cool Stuff YouTube. Check out the article on CoolStuffInc.com and free content every weekday on CoolStuffInc.com as always. Thanks, folks. I'll see you next week.